All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. Um, Today's not going to be super different or super interesting because we are filming in the same room, but we're doing pull-ups and push-ups third day in a row now. And the reason why is because, hey, may as well take advantage of all our advantages that we've got going for us right now with the gear. So let me set up my tripod and we'll get started right away. Actually, first, yeah, where's my tripod? There it is. First, let me go wash my hands so I have a good grip for the pull-ups. Yo, Ignal, what's up? What's up, Legbo? That was a crazy rotation. Big bicep legend, that's funny. Alright, let me wash my hands and we'll get started. Oof, my tripod is being very weird. Did you get snow there in Houston? No, we didn't. Just ice. Sorry about that. My tripod was having a panic attack and rotating wherever it wants to. What's up, Torque? Wash my hands real quick when we get started. Yeah, it's pretty cold outside. I don't want to go into that freezing weather right now. It's icy, very icy outside right now. But, hey, Legbo, yeah, thanks for watching them. Join again as we're getting back in shape. We're doing lots of pull-ups and push-ups lately. We're gonna do 113 pull-ups, I believe. What's up, Caleb? 113 pull-ups today and 202 push-ups. I believe that's the goal. So here we go. Let's get this party started. Over 1 million Americans are without power. So that's 0.3%. 3 million. 1 million. Yeah, that's 1.3% of all America. That's not that much. It's not even 1%. It's not terrible. You made it sound like it was a lot worse than it is. At least to me, it sounded like it. You've plugged this camera in. Boom. All right, we're starting. What's your advice for men in their 20s? Should they focus on their dreams and put marriage and love in the back? If you meet a person, no, you don't have to be single and focus on your dreams because you can achieve that with the person. The the question is to pick right. I still am a proponent of marrying early. It's just there's higher probability of you picking wrong because you don't know what you need to look for. But the general idea is um, pick someone who truly loves you, essentially, who loves you for who you are without wanting to change you or wanting something out of you. They love you for you. And that's hard to tell a lot of the time, especially when you're young and inexperienced. You may think somebody loves you, but they're just on a emotional high, or they just think they can expect something from you, so they treat you in a way that you feel love, but they don't actually love you. But if somebody actually loves you for who you are and they love who you will become, because when you're marrying a person, they're marrying you and they're marrying the person you will become, which oftentimes, if you haven't figured it out, who you're going to become, they're kind of taking a gamble and you're taking a gamble on them. But you should pursue your dreams regardless. But if you find someone you really love, I think you should give it a shot. And if things don't work out, separate. That's my advice, my personal advice. If there's love there, then you guys will work through the problems. If there's no love and you figured out that you guys both made a mistake and you're bad for each other, separate and find somebody with your newly gained experience that is better for you. But I would not say that it's better to be alone. It's definitely better to be with someone. But it's a lot worse to be with somebody who doesn't actually love you or care for you than it is. I think it's fine to do both for sure. Because if you meet the person of your dreams early on and it works out, then you built a life together with them and you had a supporter by your side. Whereas if you build a life on your own, my roommates are talking. Sorry if they impede into our video, but anyway, let's get started. Here we go. We are dropping down in our numbers as expected. I haven't given myself enough time to fully recover, but that's kind of the point. I'm trying to overtrain a little bit. And then when we do take a rest day, my body will catch up. So we're at 17 pull-ups. Let's see how this goes. Thirty. 30. Push. Pull. Yeah, I think if you can afford it, you should move out. 100%. It depends on your situation at home. If your situation at home is very healthy and conducive to your growth, then stay at home. But in my personal experience, my life, I believe, would have been so much better if I moved out of my parents' house without getting married and lived on my own for a while. Because I basically moved from being with my parents at 20 years old to moving in with my wife immediately, never having lived alone. And a lot of issues came about there, because I never learned to be an adult and what I want from life and what I expect, how I structure my life, how I structure my schedule, how I structure everything in the house, and what my expectations are from somebody who's going to come and live with me. Because I didn't have those in place and I moved in with somebody, her expectations and my expectations were so different that we were constantly quarreling. And if I would have lived on my own and figured it out for myself, it would have been so much easier to discuss those things with somebody and see if we're even compatible. Because we had wildly different expectations of what our schedule was going to look like, wildly different expectations of what our responsibilities were, wildly different expectations of like regular chores, house cleanliness, bills, everything. And so constantly quarreling over every little thing because we didn't see eye to eye. So I definitely think it's good to live on your own, figure out as an adult how you want to structure your life and schedule before you get in a relationship or move in with somebody, for sure. %, it's a good idea. I would even say like it's worth the cost. It doesn't even have to be a place, expensive place. You can rent a room and just learn to live on your own. You can, if your parents have an extra house, move out and live in that separate house where you're responsible for everything, your phone bill, your rent, your electricity, everything. Even if you're renting from your parents, say, and your parents rent out a portion for you, like a tiny house or a separate property they own or an apartment, or maybe they even give it to you for free. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It doesn't have to be anything that costs you a lot. It's just learning to be responsible 100% for everything in your life independently without being dependent on your parents or anybody else. And once you learn that, you can be like, okay, this is what it takes for me to be alone and for me to feel my best alone, for me to feel successful and alone. And now that you've established that, if you're going to bring another partner or person into your life, you can see how well they work with who you discovered yourself to be. But if you never go through that discovery phase, you don't even know yourself. How are you going to meet somebody and expect to have a good relationship with them if you don't have your own life and shit figured out yet, you know? That's my 2 cents. What do I do besides YouTube? I do construction, remodeling, construction, carpentry, stuff like that. It's my main source of income. And then, well, YouTube doesn't really pay my bills. I just do this for fun right now. But eventually it will, because I'm going to be starting online training sessions and stuff, so it'll pay a little bit more of my bills. But now my main source of income is construction. $13 plus 17, 30 pull-ups. What's up, SB?
Well, yeah, I'm sticking with higher reps for now. It is working, but not as crazily as I thought. Like I'm doing less per set now than I did yesterday and the day before. So my total has dropped because I'm not recovering quickly enough. But I'm just trying to push myself a little harder and challenge myself a little more. So to see how far I can take it. So this is my third day doing push-ups, pull-ups in a row. If you don't know if you want to stay in the state you live in, should you just rent an apartment, buy a home, rent a home? As a single guy with no kids or GF? Well, it depends what you want from life. You can, if you have access to finances and you can house hack, for example, buy a nice home with a nice interest rate where your monthly payments are under what you can rent it out for example, either to a family or Airbnb every room out or something, short-term rental per room. Depends on location, right? If you're in a college town next to a university, you probably rent out the rooms as like dorm rooms almost. If you're further away, it's location, location, location. So if you can do that and earn a small income from the house that you bought that you're renting out, then you can move anywhere in the country, use that as a little bit of income to help your rent, and then you can get lower paying jobs to just check out different states, travel while you have that source of income. But if you're young and you don't have access to funds or money or anything like that, yeah, just rent an apartment in a different town, get a job there. Get a job there first if you can, or just move there, get a job, live there for a year until your apartment lease runs out, move again until you find where you want to kind of settle down, where you want to stay. If you're single, you have so much more flexibility to do whatever you want. Hey Andy, if you had kids, that narrows your options by a lot because you have to provide for them and you need to make sure you're earning enough and all that stuff. So that limits job opportunities because you are going to be seeking out higher paying jobs. So you'll end up having to move wherever that job is available. All right, push-ups again. Uh, 60. Going pretty good today. Good going, good pace. You gotta keep it up. I only have a few thousand in the bank, but I live in a small city and want to be in Charlotte or Atlanta, where there's diversity, big city vibes. Привет, трекер. Nice to see you too. Thanks for joining. Да, 10 лет я давно не ставил видео. We get better hypertrophy if you do 200 push-ups in 1 hour doing properly, purely max sets, or 200 spread throughout the day in sets of 10, which are easy. For hypertrophy, 200 in 1 hour is better because you want to push your muscles to create micro tears. And as they build themselves back, that's how you get hypertrophy. If you're never pushing yourself to the max, you're not going to get as much hypertrophy. It's just the basics. 10, 40. I'm 5'10", 250. Want to achieve a lean and ripped physique? What's your advice on reaching that goal? Well, first of all, you need to go into a calorie deficit if you want to be lean and ripped. So make sure you're eating 150 grams of protein per day and go into about a 300 calorie deficit. If you're not trying to use any kind of gear, then that's the basic advice. Calorie deficit, work out 5 days a week. Make sure you still get your protein 150 grams per day. You should be golden. In about 3 months, you'll start seeing progress, visible progress, like very visible progress. No, I'm just doing body weight fitness only right now, Caleb. But yeah, Broken Dreams, go to Charlotte or a big city. Totally check it out. Try to get a job there first before you move. That way you have a source of income, an apartment, and money coming in so you can afford an apartment. Or even rent a room. You're single, you don't need a full house. You don't need a full apartment. If you can rent a room for $500 a month, check out the city, see how you like it, see what you want to do with life. Like, the world is yours right now when you're this young and have that much opportunity. HIIT for weight loss, if you want to look lean and ripped, HIIT workout training is the best because it burns a lot of calories while still hitting your muscles. So oh wait, it's my push-up set. Yes sir, AK, just high rep calisthenics. All right, let's try to hit another 30, but we'll see. It's good. Let me turn on the fan real quick. It's getting hot. I've been watching you since I was 14, 15. I'm 20. You're the reason I started working out. I moved on from just doing push-ups, pull-ups to the gym. Nice job, man. AK, keep it up. Basics are easy, takes less time. You could do it in your room, in your house. You don't need to drive anywhere. Calisthenics is definitely easier to maintain, a lot less investment. Do you believe you can surpass your limits and become great at anything with sheer will and discipline? Or is predestiny a real thing, where no matter how hard you work, you can't surpass your limits? First of all, I don't believe in predestiny. Don't believe in it. Now, you can't achieve everything you want. Like, no matter how much you want to jump off a 100-story building and fly down and soar like a bird, it's not going to happen. You can't grow wings, no matter how much you put your will, mind, and power to it. You can ride a plane, you can grab a wingsuit and a parachute, but you can't grow wings. So there's limits. Those limits are limited to you as a human being living in this world, your genetics, stuff like that. But within the limits that you've been given, the possibilities are endless. So you can still find exactly what you want to do, what you want to get to, what your goals are. You can pursue them, you can get very close to them, and probably achieve most of them, as long as they're more or less even slightly realistic, and you put all your mind to it and you're passionate about it. You determine your destiny. I don't believe in predestiny, where you're predetermined and your whole life is predetermined. Whatever you make of your life is what it will be. Everything in your life is a consequence of your actions. You change your actions, you change your destiny. All right, pull-ups again. I'm gonna add a little more to that predestiny question, because I was actually thinking about that today, and I came upon a very interesting realization. I'll tell you about it after this set. Ten. All right, so the realization I came to regarding destiny and all that stuff is that whenever I failed at reaching my dreams, or I didn't get there as quickly as I wanted to, or there's some kind of setback in my life that I keep trying and I'm not getting there, I tend to tell myself, well, the world is what it is, it's fate, it's predestiny. And basically what I'm doing is I'm making the environment I'm in and where I've put myself to be, I'm making an excuse for why I didn't get where I want to be. I'm putting myself in a victim mindset. It's a weaker frequency to live by. And I'm using all that to excuse my lack of progress, to excuse my lack of commitment, my lack of success, my lack of whatever, lack of achievement. So I've fallen victim to that a lot, Hazork, where because I didn't get to where I want to be, and I had some setbacks in my life, or I had some weights dragging me down that were just the consequences of my actions, or where I was born, or who I was born with, and all this stuff. So I fall into that mindset as an excuse of victimhood, as an excuse to complain and explain to myself why I'm not where I want to be. And don't go there. That's very weak mindset. Makes you, it disables you. Makes you not want to keep trying. Makes you want to give up. Makes you want to go with the flow and not push yourself any harder. So yeah, don't fall victim to that. There's always that temptation when you're not getting there as quickly as you'd like to. You're not seeing much progress. There's a huge temptation to just say it's fate. There's a huge temptation to just say it's not meant for me. I'm too high ego. I think too much of myself. No, that's bullshit. The reason the 1% become the 1% is because they don't think like the 99. They don't act like the 99. No matter how many times they fail, they get up and keep going. So you have to adopt that mindset and say, I want to create my future. You can always do something about it, Zork. You can always do something about it. You're not a tree. You're not grounded in one spot where you're just stuck growing there for the rest of your life. You can move. You can surround yourself with new people, new opportunities. You can, possibilities are endless if you just use a little bit of creative thinking and you put some hard willpower and work and discipline towards it, you'll get there. 100%. All right, push-ups again. What's a trustee? Yeah, unpopular opinion, I do think Bezos is worthy of his wealth. But I do think so. Yes, sir. 3 days in a row. How old are you, Zork? We're at 110 for push-ups. $55. My mom set up a trust. He's the trustee. Well, not everything is about money, first of all. And second of all, whatever new money you earn, you don't have to put on that account. You can self-manage that money yourself. Do something with it. I mean, 55, yeah, it's on the older side, but for all you know, you got 40 more years ahead of you. So you're midlife. 40 years ahead, plenty of time to earn more money, manage your own money. There's plenty of opportunity to be more amicable towards your brother so that you have a little bit more say in how he manages it. All that stuff. And again, not everything is related to money. You can still find ways to make life enjoyable and do things you want that doesn't even require money. So billionaires get so much variety of welfare help with taxpayer subsidizing. They do, but so do poor people. Welfare, WIC, food stamps, Section 8 housing, all kinds of subsidies towards the poor as well. The middle class get the least, but again, if you are a little creative and you got a good accountant, even as a middle class, you can bypass a lot of taxes by knowing how to do the right write-offs, by learning how to put your money and have trusts own all your stuff instead of you. That way everything's protected. There's so much variety of ways to go about stuff. So if they're using those loopholes, you can use them too. If you just find the right people and they help you with all that stuff. So I don't say that's a sin to be subsidized when everyone gets subsidized. They just get subsidized at scale. If you earn $1 billion, you can find a loophole for $1 billion. If all you earn is 30,000 here, you can find a loophole to save your 30,000. And well, of course they get bigger loopholes because they have way more money to launder, to wash. Do I find it morally acceptable? 100%. 100%. They're not doing anything illegal. Is it morally acceptable to be subsidized? Yeah, the programs are in place for a reason. Use them. No matter if you're a billionaire or if you're poverty, working class, or you're middle class, use what you can as long as it's legal to your advantage. That's why it's there. I feel like I forgot to write down a set, but probably overthinking. I don't know. Probably didn't forget anything. How many total pull-ups is it? 17, 13, 10, 10. Or did you do 3 sets of 10 or 2 sets of 10? Whatever. I'm just gonna assume I wrote everything down because I probably did. That's 10. $60. 60. You know who else can't speak well and is world known? Stephen Hawking. I mean, they're using the same system we did. Some of them get $200 to start. Some of them get $1 million to start. Some of us get 0 to start. But what you do with it is what matters. You're dealt the hand that you're dealt, and it's your job to make the best of it, no matter where you start. Boom, 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 boom. Want you in my room. All right, push-ups. Push-ups. 130. Pull-ups again. Coming up. Are your joints, mental, feeling better today? Same as yesterday, to be honest. Hey, what's up? Hi, Deej. Thanks for joining. Yeah, my joints and mentality is the same as yesterday. Not much of a difference, to be honest. I've been feeling hungry, but also I've been not eating enough calories the last couple of days. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm not giving myself enough recovery. I've been doing pull-ups and push-ups 3 days in a row. That's not the best for recovery, but that's the point. I'm trying to push myself a little, you know? I say it's okay. If I say it's okay, then it's okay. Thanks, Caution. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. All right, we got 50 more pull-ups and approximately 70 more push-ups. Let's go. Feeling pumped. So pumped. Thanks to guys for the support. Appreciate it. Lightweight, baby. No. Felt that tingling feeling in my nerves. Had to stop my funny bone nerve. 67. According to yesterday's workout, we did 30, 40, 50, 60, 68. Today we did 30, 40, 50, 60, 67. So we're one short today than yesterday, as far as our sets go. That's all right, though. We'll get there. Push-ups. 31. I think the saying is everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but nobody wants to lift no heavy ass weights. How do I patch a hole in my wall? That's funny. This is not the video for that. Oh, caution, you're funny. That's funny. That's hilarious. I think our push-ups are better than yesterday, though. 30, 40, 30, 50, 70, 90. Yeah, we're doing more push-ups per set today than yesterday. Uh, 25. 155. $155. Ryan Reynolds is an exception. That's funny. I'm not taking any rest days per week right now, Daniel. 6 to 7 days a week training. So 1 day a week, 1 to 2 days a week, I guess. But even then, I'm doing cardio on my off days. So 7 day a week training right now. Pull-ups. Again. I think we're not doing too bad today. We're not doing too bad today. 67. 70, 80, 100, 110. We got like 5 or 6 more sets of pull-ups. We got maybe 3 more sets of push-ups. So we're doing good. Let's go. Seven again. That's 74. Not bad. No, I can't do it like before. I could do for a second or two, but not for 15 seconds like I used to. Pacer back in school. I don't know what pacer is. What time? US Eastern. Do you stream every day? Also, welcome back to watch your vids. So it depends. Eastern time. Either 7, 8, or 9 p.m. I'm not very consistent lately. I try to stream at 7 or 8 p.m. Sometimes I do 9 p.m. Eastern time. Fitness gram pacer test. I don't know what that is. What I have started doing is I've started scheduling them ahead of time, the streams. So if you go on my channel, you'll see when the next stream is. So yeah, just check in once in a while in the morning. And I usually schedule it a few hours ahead of time, so you'll see when the stream is going to come live. So by, say, 2 p.m., check around 2 p.m., you'll see when it's going to be. You don't have to take anything. I take HCG just to keep my balls working while I'm on test, but you don't have to take it. Because either just don't activate like they should or just don't exist. You have to retract and protract your scapula during your bench. If you're holding your scapula here and you're doing your bench like this, you're not gonna feel much. If you do this, retract, protract your scapula, boom, and then forward, back, push, forward, you'll feel it in your chest. If you're keeping it here and you're doing this and you're never moving this, you won't feel it in your chest. So that's probably where your problem is. You have to retract and protract your scapula during the chest movements. Is it on my Russian channel? No, I only stream here. I don't do my Russian channel right now. I might start it soon again, but right now, nothing on my Russian. My test level was 700 before TRT. I just like calisthenics. I'm doing an experiment to see how far I can get on calisthenics only. So that's the plan. Sticking to calisthenics only for a while. $175. Boom. Boom. No, I do calisthenics only. I don't lift anything. Had Fortress not got married at 21, moved out, focused on himself on YouTube, how far would he be by now? Who knows? Lots of what ifs there. Lots of what ifs. Yep. Applies to chest press and push-ups. If you're trying to hit your chest, retract, protract, 100% necessary if you're trying to maximize chest. All right. You're welcome, guys. Do this, boom. A little bit micro adjustments. 74. We're gonna struggle to get those numbers today, like we did yesterday. Whoops. Shifted a little too far. All right, let's go. Seven. 74 plus 7. 81. I like dips for chest. I just like dips for dips. If we get negative temps, I'd be on the ground trying my best to keep up. Cold makes it hard. Want to move though. Yeah. I mean, I'm working out inside, so I don't care about the temps. Do you work a normal job? Yeah, construction. No, I don't think it's bad to use any kind of thing that helps you level up. It might not be the best for your mental health, but you can use any motivation that gives you motivation. You're using girls that rejected you as motivation. Use girls that rejected you as motivation. No laws against it. Here we go. We're almost done on the push-ups, and we just gotta catch up on the pull-ups. Thanks, Caution. Have a good day at work. Appreciate the support. Leave a thumbs up before you leave. All right, if we can hit 30 in one set, I don't think we can, but if we can, that'll be it for the push-ups. 20. 195. Almost done with the push-ups. Like what? 7 more left, 8 more left. Honest question aside from the journey. When you reach the mountain of your goal, what does it look like mentally and physically? What would the next mission after that? The goal is to return to my previous peak, surpass my previous peak, and stay in the best shape of my life. And I don't know, try new things. I like doing all kinds of stuff, so we'll see. Have new experiences, become a personal trainer online for all the people that want to achieve what I've achieved. Yeah, go from there. Invent some stuff. Learn to run a good, successful business of any kind. I don't know, I just like stuff. What's my peak? 40, well, I'm not gonna say my peak, but what I'm going for is 45 pull-ups in one set, 120 push-ups in one set, 80 dips in one set, handstand push-ups, planche push-ups, front lever, muscle-ups, all that good stuff. Human flag. Boom. Look it up. Look what up. Oh, my peak? Yeah. Yeah, my peak is online for the most part. $81. Shoot, we got 30 more pull-ups to go? That's crazy. That is crazy pull-up sets. You remember leaving your hometown, moving to a completely different state with no family or friends near? Yeah, I do. I moved to Texas without any of my family or friends or anybody, except my wife at the time and kids, but that was a 100% blind move. If I was single, 0 questions asked. I would just get up and move. That would have been so much easier. Crazy what 10 years old do to you. What a roast, human. I'm getting roasted. Brody. Oh, barely got that 7. We're at 88. 88. Oh, it's taking a while. Oh, you're talking about yourself? That's funny. Any future plans to do collaborations with other fitness YouTubers? Could be a good idea to network and be introduced to more viewers and possible sponsor deals. 100%, I'd love to. Maybe one day. I spoke with Jesse Pollock to do a collab with him at some point. Maybe Ian Barzegel. Hannibal for King is hard to get a hold of, but he's here in Texas. So maybe with him one day, but I want to be in my peak shape when I do the collabs, so I'm not embarrassing myself, you know? Push-ups, here we go. Losing it now? Losing what now? Oh, the weight, the extra weight. Chris Jones, the guy who lives in Texas. Never heard of him. Who is he? Ready? Come here. Come here. Bella, come here. That ain't come. I'm gonna do some push-ups now. You can't be in my face when I do my push-ups. Okay? Okay? Move over a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Right there, yeah. $175. No, we're at 195. We need to do 203. 95, 3, 8 more. Right? I think that's 8 more, right? $10. We're at 205. $205. Now just the pull-ups left. Just the pull-ups left. Let's go. Ready? Come say hello. Come. Come say hello. Say hello. Look. Look in there. Say hello. Hey, who's that? All right, go. Does family limit your potential? It depends who your partner is. A good partner can multiply your potential. A bad partner will your potential. It will thwart your potential. 7 again. It's 8 plus 7. 15. So we're at 95. Hey, thanks, Barb, for joining. Hey, you know, someone sees blushing. You ever feel sorry for the animals you eat? Kim, do you ever feel sorry for the animals you eat?
Well, sometimes if I think about how they met their ends, yeah.
Yeah, Ignace does. Ignace feels sorry for all the animals he ate.
Depends. Yeah.
You don't feel sorry enough if you keep eating them. I guess too. All right, how many pull-ups am I supposed to do today? 113? So we're at 95. How much is that? 528 to go. 28 pull-ups to go.
Not bad.
How is it living in Houston? It's pretty racially and culturally diverse. Or is the cost of living good? I don't know. It's not bad. It's cheaper than New York. It's cheaper than San Francisco. It's more expensive than the boondocks in Ohio. It depends what you compare it to. Or some off the wall town in Wisconsin. You know, like it's gonna be more expensive here. So it's all a measure of what you compare it to, right?
Well, I mean, I think they mean in relation to like other cities.
Yeah. I think with ChatGPT will be more helpful with that question than I am.
I think it depends on the region, like what area of Houston you're in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's different areas of Houston. Some are twice the cost of others, so it just depends what part you want to live in. All right, we have to do 28 more pull-ups, and I'm feeling it. Pull-ups third day in a row, and push-ups third day in a row. Cookie said, I feel like I'm giving the animals a chance to live because if we don't eat those animals, they will all die. No one would keep them or breed them. That's some levels of justification there. Someone was gonna commit the crime. Why not me? So there's gonna be thieves in the world. Why don't I rob a
I
bank?
think you're saying like no.
I know. I'm teasing. I like music, but I can't listen to music on stream because I might get canceled for copyright infringement. Actually, we can play Gustav, the guy that watches my videos, that does Eminem beats. Remember I put it on the. Oh, that was with Ken. But he gave me written permission that I can use all his music. He won't copyright strike me.
That's cool.
I'm doing progressive overload, so I'm just beating my last workout's numbers. That's all I'm doing for how I know my repetitions. Kerb's Boxer. Agno's asking about the song again.
One more and you'll be down to 20.
I barely did that last one. I thought I was gonna fail. I was like 90% of a pull-up just for nothing. but I did it. So we are at 103. 20 to go. There's a copyright-free playlist. There is, but that music sucks. She hasn't listened to the song yet, I know. I sent her the link. He said it's okay. I sent her the link that you emailed me. She still hasn't listened to it.
I just keep forgetting.
He could probably hear you. $20 more. We're almost done. Three more sets, probably. Maybe 4.
Should do 20.
To do 20.
I think you got it.
I mean, I do. It's just a matter of how many sets and how much time.
I think you could do it in 3 sets.
No.
7:14, 7:76.
If I rest a while between sets, yeah. But, like, I feel pumped. What is the emoji with a baseball glove and a ball inside of it? Home run? You put an emoji and there's just a baseball
Like catch.
glove with a ball inside it, like someone just caught a ball. What does that mean?
It's catch.
Maybe like home run.
No, because you wouldn't catch.
Oh no, home run, yeah, you don't catch it. Who knows?
Maybe like catch, good catch.
You should send some money with your catches. I'll catch it over here. Stop making weird faces, Kim. That's a clock? Oh, it looks like a baseball. Oh, it's a timer. It's a hand with a timer in it. But the timer with the red arrows looks like a ball. I should have put this on while doing my sets, so I got my daughter to join in with me working out arms. Nice, IKEA. Good stuff. He said you should have put the stream on while doing this workout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here you worked out.
Yeah, but he said you worked out with his daughter.
Oh, that's cute.
He said she did arms day with him. And I'm a big muscly girl.
That's
With big arms.
pretty. Nice, you got it.
I did it.
See?
7.
7 more than 6.
All right, we're at 110. Wait. No, I only need 3 more.
You only need 3 more?
Yeah, I miscounted. I need 3 more. How much did you think I needed?
You had said 28 left to go or something like that, and then you did 8. So I was like, oh, you need 20 more.
Yeah, and then I just did 7.
Yeah.
So that would have been 13 more. Yeah, I was off by 10, so I need 3 instead of 13.
Yay!
We got this.
You got it.
You should finish the workout in 40 minutes or less and do karaoke for the rest of the session. B-boy, tell me to do jump rope. Luck and blessings help with getting somewhere, but hard work and dedication makes you lucky. So if you're trying to maximize your opportunities and luck and blessings, the more hard work and consistency you put into it, the more likely you're going to be lucky. The reverse is also true. If you are given luck and you are given blessings, you were given every possible handout to succeed in life, but you don't have hard work and dedication, you're going to fail. So luck and blessings without dedication and effort hit rock bottom anyway. So definitely need that. All right, 3 more. Last 3. You tired? You ready to go eat after this?
Just watching.
Did you make potatoes?
And I'm gonna make the soup right
now.
And then I'm gonna make the soup.
All right, last 3. I'm so glad it's not last 13. No wonder it was hard, because I was like, why am I so slow?
Yeah.
Because towards the end it gets harder and harder.
Woo!
Boom! All right, we got 115 pull-ups today and 205 push-ups today. 115, 205. That's a win in my book. Stay hard, stay dedicated, stay consistent. Luck and blessings will come your way if you stick to it long enough. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining. Hope that motivated you to work out. Put your own workout in. I hope you do put your own workout in. Hope you achieve all your goals day by day, the same way I'm doing right now. See you all tomorrow on tomorrow's workout. Power to you today. Body, mind, soul, spirit. Fortress here. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.